Good morning, all. Good morning, one. I probably said that wrong around, but it is GameDropZone's Dropcast, episode 20. We're going to start again from the top. Woo!
That was a terrible fucking intro.
Welcome to episode 20 of the GameDropZone Dropcast. I had an amazing intro. He laughed the shit out of it, and
I'm keeping that in, by the way. That is staying in.
No,
the first intro.
Fuck you. We're starting again.
Nope. Come on. Kyle Sherman, what have you been playing recently?
You're an asshole. I haven't played anything because I've been doing nothing. I've been lazy shit and just sitting around, pressing keys, jacking off. You know how it is. The usual.
That sounds like my week.
That sounds
I've
like every
played
week.
nothing. No, I played some Terraria.
How was that?
It's still fun. It's still fun. Apparently there's a new update coming out, so I'm going to wait for that before I actually get into it again and put another 250 hours into it.
Jesus, do you play on the PC?
Mm-hmm.
I have that game on the PC.
I bought it on the 360 as well, and yeah, it's rough. I played like 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
We played some games together. Don't remember what they are.
Did we?
I think so.
I'll take your word for it. I don't remember.
We played some sort of game together recently.
Are you certain?
It may have been GTA?
No,
not GTA.
it wasn't.
Titanfall. We played some Titanfall the other night.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I like that. You remember every moment you had to spend with me.
Yeah, I couldn't remember there was
Shows
any
a lot.
moments at all. I was about to ask you who you were because you didn't introduce yourself, Matthew Kershaw, on this fine podcast.
I'm Matthew Kershaw. Well, you don't have anything to talk about. I don't have anything to talk about.
Let's call it a day.
Yeah, so this is the end.
This is how we get a podcast out every week, is we just make them 2 minutes long, cover nothing.
No, we release the podcast in 2-minute sections over the week.
Ah, yeah, the
Content
PewDiePie
every
method.
day.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
it.
just going to scream rape and call you a bro all the time.
How is this different from normal?
I don't scream rape at you.
I call you dweeb.
Right, to be fair, I'm not shitting on PewDiePie. I like the person PewDiePie because he's an actual nice guy.
Sure he
I
is.
don't know what his real name is. It's like the wrestling thing where I like the actual person, not the person he acts as.
Yeah. I don't watch any PewDiePie, so I wouldn't know. But he has really lovely thumbnails off his swishy hair, so he's probably amazing. Probably.
Speaking of wrestling, how did you enjoy watching Payback on Sunday night, Kyle?
Fuck you. We're not going to talk about wrestling because there's too much wrestling and it's all bad. How about
Well,
that?
I'm afraid you're going to have to watch wrestling tomorrow when NXT is on.
Oh, why don't we talk
As
about
well.
Lucha Underground instead?
We don't watch Lucha Underground.
I watched a clip of Lucha Underground and there was a cool dude and he was fucking sly and he shouted "Ring the bell" at the top of his voice and it was awesome.
Dario Culo,
Yeah.
he's pretty cool.
So fucking cool. We need to watch Lucha Underground.
I told you there's a pay-per-view coming up sometime soon. We'll watch that.
We need to. It'll be
But,
awesome.
I think that's up for video games.
Yeah,
you haven't played
I've
anything?
played things. I've played Star Wars The Old Republic because the 12 times XP is currently on. For subscribers, I want to say. We'll go with that. And that's awesome.
Sure.
I now have 2 level 60s. I'm working on a couple more, getting them up there. I'm just trying to get as many characters as possible through the main story. With the bonus XP when I can. So when they take it away in the fall, I'll be in the position to play whatever new content comes out. It's awesome. Still an awesome game. I also played some Diablo 3, which is a weird thing. That game's basically Destiny, but somehow written worse. And it looks like shit, and it's only like a year old or something. So whatever. Well, 3 years old now. 3 years old. I don't know. It's fine.
Definitive Edition on console, or are you playing on PC?
I'm playing on PC. I bought it last year, just after the Reaper DLC came out. Didn't really play much of it. Played it for about 4 hours or something. Destroyed my wrist clicking over and over and over again, so I left it for a year. It's pretty good. I enjoyed
I
it.
remember hearing that. You told me about that. You played not Destiny. You played Diablo before our exams, destroyed your wrist,
Yeah.
and then vowed never to play it again.
No, it was fucked up. You try to write, how many exams did we have? 6 that year?
I think so, yeah.
6, and they're all 2, an hour and a half, so that's maths. That's a lot of hours to be writing on a really fucked up wrist.
Even with my wrist, good, I can't write for more than 10 seconds.
Yeah, my wrists are good, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
I played one other video game. It's called Lifeline. It's a adventure game, kind of, on the mobile devices called smartphones.
A phablet.
Phablet, yes. I whipped out my phablet. And,
wow.
Yeah, it's basically like this guy called Taylor. Or it's a girl, I don't know. In my mind, it's a girl. But it's just called Taylor. And they're trapped in some barren moon thing. Their starship came down. And they're just talking to you, and you're, like, giving them advice and shit. So they'll ask you, like, well, do we want to go towards this wreck off the ship that's smouldering off in the corner, or do you want to hike towards this giant peak? And basically, if you fuck up and make the wrong decision, then he dies, or she dies. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome fun.
It is.
That sounds a lot more fun than the game I played yesterday, where I spent half an hour trying to get the Second Life Boys Town radio inside of Euro Truck Simulator 2.
So, Euro Truck Simulator lets you play any music, right?
You can import radio stations with the address for whatever it is.
Live radio stations?
Yes, so you can import, like, Radio 1 if you wanted into the game and listen to live radio as you play. Obviously, I wanted to listen to pop music from the gay central place on Second Life.
Absolutely. Isn't every place on Second Life the gay central place?
I don't want to remember our exploration of there.
I was half a dog. Go on.
We went to a furry bar and I watched you get raped by some big wolf thing.
I thought that was in the street, in the sketchy street with the brick walls. The street with no exit or entrance.
So Second Life Let's Play coming up soon.
We're never going back. Ever. I still get the emails now.
Oh god.
I played that on my Mac as well to be safe.
You get some sketchy, like, hex code email address.
Yeah, somebody just keeps trying to sell me something, probably from that sketchy street.
Yeah. But there's an entire website that just has an embedded player to play Boys Town Radio, and it's fucking awesome. That's what I've been listening to this week, is I've just had that tab open listening to Boys Town.
Was that the place with the giant dance floor? Or was this
No, that's where you got... That was the furry place that you got raped. Boys Town was the place we went to. I had purple textures everywhere, but you assured me that there were dicks all over the walls.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And there was lots of clubs, and there was just that awesome, like, dance pop music playing the entire time we were there.
Yeah, we need to go back.
Yeah.
That game is basically Syndicate, is what I'm hearing. Just dicks on the walls and awesome dance music.
I still have that Syndicate song stuck in my head.
Yeah, it's awesome. Happy Minigun.
Happy Minigun.
Yeah, so video games. They're in the news.
Are they?
No, fuck the news. It was all bad. So I watched Parasite, the first 3 episodes. How does that make you feel?
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not watching Parasite.
Yeah, you have to. Watch it with me.
Explain what happened in the first 3 episodes of Parasite.
I'll explain what happens in the first 10 seconds of Parasite. It's a man and a woman. They're in a room. There's some like nice moonlight out the window behind them. It's kind of probably twilight. It's like evening. And then this man's face unfurls into a mass of teeth, skin, eyeballs, and muscle, and then he just eats her face. And
that's why I'm not watching Parasite.
It's fucking awesome. There's dubstep all the time. It doesn't really work in the context. Makes no sense, but the dubstep is awesome, so... It's sick. You know, like in the same way that Free has a really good soundtrack, which is really weird, for like this 12-part, fucking boy-on-boy surfing series.
I've never seen Free. I've watched the intro and outro, and the music is fucking awesome in it.
It is awesome. I've only watched 6 episodes myself. Yeah, that probably happened back at the start of this podcast, didn't it?
Probably. I don't remember. It's been so long.
I have really distinct memories of talking about Free into a microphone, which is a really unique thing.
I haven't been... Actually, I still haven't gone back and watched more of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, but as always, I'm once again reading through Ouran High School Host Club.
Oh, always. Competent down.
I am on volume 17 of 18 now. Almost finished that, and I'm super bummed out that I've almost finished it again.
You're just going to have to watch it again. I mean, what else are you going to do? I'll read it again.
I don't watch the anime. I read the original manga. But, see, the problem is, right?
You should fucking hang yourself right now.
The problem is, what I would do is, I read Ouran when I go take a shit, right?
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah, because when you got to do something in there, I don't have a decent phone, so I can't sit there on Twitter on it.
Meditate.
And I used to go in and bring my 3DS and play Animal Crossing while taking a shit.
That's just how the circle stick got jammed, is it?
Oh god, no. But like that was perfect because there's not much you can do in that game after you've put like 150 hours into it.
Yeah.
So you can just go in there and play it for like 10 minutes and do all your daily tasks. But then since it broke, I've had nothing to do. So I just start reading Auron now, and I'm almost finished it again.
I remember in the heady days of me playing Destiny every day, trying to get my own dailies. I streamed Destiny to my Vita when doing the same thing, and it was the lowest moment of my life.
That's dedication. You're taking a shit while playing shit.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying? I'm bummed out now.
That was it. Just we were talking about anime, so I thought I'd bring up Auron because I love it.
Well, speaking of manga, I read the recent chapters of Attack on Titan, which get way better than when I left off.
Really? Because I don't know how many far I'm behind. I think I'm like maybe 1 or 2 behind now. And you were like 5 behind, so I read like 3 of them. Got super bummed out and bored by them, and haven't gone back and read them since.
Have you got to the part where the big thing, there's a Titan? Spoilers.
I got to the thing where he just got turned into a Titan. And they were looking on at him.
But you haven't read the chapter after that?
No.
You need to read several... You need to catch up. It's cool.
Fine.
There's sick-ass cannons on sick-ass walls. It's Attack on Titan that you know and love.
Shingeki no Kyojin, you goddamn gaijin.
Speaking of Shingeki no Kyojin, I don't know if we mentioned this on a podcast, but I've talked about it with you, but Attack on Titan's been delayed in Europe, the video game, for the 3DS, which is a bummer.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's being renamed. They haven't issued a release date. It's now out in the US to Shingeki no Kyojin Humanity in Chains, which is a cool name. Really long name.
That sounds pretty cool, yeah.
I think it's an eShop exclusive, which is nice.
Awesome. You gotta download those blocks.
I have like 3 memory cards though, because I bought one. It was buy one get one free, and one came with it, and I didn't know. So it's like, if you ever need any 3DS memory cards, SD cards that go into nothing else. But like,
no, but I need a new 3DS. I'll happily take one of them.
Do you want to take my 2DS? You can see through it. You can see the circuitry inside through the fucking blue plastic.
Oh god.
Oh, it's so 90s. I love it. I love it. We're on news now.
Yes, we are. I'll start off with my one piece of news, I guess.
Go on.
So in Battlefield 4, the PC has had the CTE, which is the Community Test Environment, for a while now, where they get the updates early. It's kind of like the preview program on the Xbox One. You know, they get the updates early and they test it out.
Yep.
And they get a bunch of cool shit in there.
Yep.
Well, it's finally coming to the Xbox One now.
Great.
DICE LA offered both Sony and Microsoft a chance for the CTE, and Microsoft said yes, and Sony said no, so it's not on the PS4 yet.
Good.
What do you mean good?
Because the way I look at it is, right, fucking everything on the Xbox is broken, so I don't want to be in a test environment on the Xbox. What's that going to look like? It's going to look like Master Chief launch week or something. Keep it on.
I'm totally going to download the CTE.
Yeah, because you're fucking weird. That's
because I love Battlefield 4. It's great.
Yeah, you're fucking weird. You're one of like 3 people. You should move on to Hardline. It's where the gamers go to game.
There are more people playing Battlefield 4 than there are people playing Battlefield Hardline on almost every console except the PS4.
Yeah, it's been super discounted on the PS4, but I guess you don't need to on the Xbox, do you? Pay $2.99 a month or $3.99 a month. Get it free.
Yeah.
That's a really good deal. Yeah, access. It's awesome.
It is. It's too bad. Again, Sony didn't want it. I don't know what Sony's problem with EA are. They just turn down everything they offer them.
Well, EA already have DLC exclusivity with Microsoft, which is fine. I'll play the games over there. I probably want to play them with people anyway, and nobody will buy the decent console but me. And 22 million other people. But
by decent console, you mean the Wii U, clearly.
Fucking Wii U is great. It's great, dude.
Why did you not play Splatoon when it was available?
I fucking forgot. I was pissed off. Did you see that they did live action Splatoon in Santa Monica?
No.
They, on the beach or the pier or something, they set up like, Nintendo did this, where it's like some long running track with like water slides, but for the paint. And I think it was just people running along these water slides, like trying to like jump over things, like Takashi's Castle style.
Oh, I love Takashi's Castle. That's awesome.
I just saw a thumbnail of it and the headline before we started this podcast.
Mm.
But yeah.
You know how you're going to write that midweek musing thing about Battlefield Hardline?
Am I?
No, Battlefronts.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
You should also bring up the fact that people are bitching about Battlefront, how it's only 20 versus... Is it 20 versus 20?
Yes, it's 40
and there's
maps.
only, like 13 or 12 maps, and it's got the stuff. And then you compare it to Splatoon, which people are saying is going to be an amazing game, where it's 4v4, there's like 4 maps, there's like no content in the game, and people are like, oh, this is going to be the best game ever.
Apparently it is really fun, though. I've heard that there's like real strategic depth. People are bummed out there's no like voice chat, because it's really hard to coordinate. Because of the really defined classes.
Dumb. That's the Wii U, though. I'm pretty sure the Wii U doesn't have a microphone.
I'm sure it does in the controller, because there was that demo of like 2 people looking into this controller, wasn't there, on a couch or something?
Was there? I don't know anything about the Wii U. I have a Wii U downstairs. I'm not even sure it has like a control stick.
It's do you want mine? I haven't used it in a while. I really like the Wii U.
You still get your Mario adverts popping up on it?
Yeah, I'll just be sitting in the middle of the night and my controller will just like light up. Because the Wii U's always on, which is bad because it's the least energy conscious one, apparently. I think it uses maybe less than the Xbox One does, but it's fucking does way less. It's like a 360, but smaller.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to Splatoon. See, the thing is, we're talking about Battlefront, a game which nobody's actually seen outside of some members of the press, and yet people are already judging what's right and what's wrong about its game design. It's like, what?
Yeah, it's dumb.
It is dumb. People are dumb. I've got that article. I've rewritten it about 3 times now, and every week, every couple of days, fucking they announce something else and I can work in. So I've just got like this box of links on my desktop. So we'll see if that ever gets written, I guess. But I'm excited for the game.
So,
excited to see it.
You said you had some news?
I have some news. Do you want to talk about Assassin's Creed Syndicate? I know you do.
Oh, fucking hell.
I know you do. Let's talk about it.
What a fucking mess that game looked. The trailer looked like shit.
Yep.
There was people glitching in it, and the gameplay trailer, the AI was broken, and the gameplay elements just look awful. It's Unity just in a different setting.
It's like Ubisoft have literally gone out and purchased a Unity engine, and have just thrown in like 3 stock assets. Like, well, this guy's big and fat, so we're going to put some braces on him and put him in the trailer in every other shot.
Sometimes there was like 4 character models in the entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a pre-alpha, and people will be like, oh, it's a pre-alpha, you should let it go. It's like, no, this is something they're trying to show to people to get them excited for the game to buy it, and they're going to show this fucking mess.
Yeah, this is it's a trailer, and you can make the argument it's good that they're showing their actual game. I make the argument that the actual game that they're showing is shit.
It is, yeah. Every other game has had those really cool, cinematic trailers. Like, do you remember the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood one? With him walking through the crowd of people, and then he gets up to the Pope.
Yeah, where's
and
that?
All the assassins come in. Or the Revelations one, where he's on a boat and he's going to Masayaf to find the original assassin place.
Even the Unity one with there were 4 assassins, weren't they? And they threw the guy out the room.
Yeah,
and he got his head chopped off.
They are really fucking cool, and they get you excited for the games. This time they decided to show gameplay, and people are like, oh yeah, it's Assassin's Creed.
What's the new gameplay now? You can drop boxes on people?
Yeah, you can shoot certain things in the environment, and it glitches out and breaks and looks shit. It looks like something from like a PS1. It
does look like legitimately bad, though. I mean, graphically, like, I was talking to you when the thing came out. I watched it through once. Messaged you. I'm like, there's a fucking woman with like a hammer glitching through her leg. We both went back and watched it, and fucking this hammer's like glitching out of her leg. And there's like 2 kids that look the same.
I sent you the gameplay trailer how you can he like uses eagle vision and you can see people in the distance. Their AI stops working and they default to the original like model pose until he gets close enough because you can see them through the walls because they're glowing red.
Yeah, it's rough, and there's like nobody in the streets. It's not like Unity where they were showing off tech and stuff. Yeah. And the gameplay does look that gameplay thing, was it like 10 minutes long?
Yeah, something like that.
Because the fighting looks just like Unity, which is the worst part of that game.
It is, yeah, and the misogynistic Ubisoft decided to show 2 men beating up a poor defenseless woman in the streets.
Terrible.
I know.
What's terrible is, I don't know if they've confirmed this. I see, there was a leak on Kotaku saying that the name had been changed to Syndicate and that you could play as a woman, and that there was brothers and sisters, which seems to be right, because they've shown the trailer and they seem to be together. But I later listened to a podcast and haven't had a chance to confirm this myself, but apparently you only place the woman in a couple of missions, and about a quarter of them in total, and it's the ones that don't matter. So I don't know where they drew that conclusion, but I trust these people because they are video game journalists. So, yeah, that seems really bad. That seems worse than not having a playable woman at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get into a rant about the gender stuff. I had to take it out of the last podcast when I bitched about Black Ops 3.
Cut the length down to about half.
Yeah, I went on a long rant about this, but I'm just going to say, they should, as much shit as I give Ubisoft or any other game development, they should just make a game that they want to make. If they want to make, like the thing with Unity, if they want to make a game about Arno and have it so you can customize him, then do it. Don't feel like you have to be like, oh, well, you can play as a woman or a male.
Yep, I agree.
It's a single player game. If they choose to have a male protagonist in it, why are people complaining?
Well, the problem with Unity was they showed a trailer with 400 people, and they talked a lot about multiplayer. And the emphasis was this were going to be different people because they did look quite different. I'm pretty sure there was different facial hair and shit. And then at that E3, when asked about it, one of the producers came out and said that it would be they didn't have enough resources to put a woman in the game, which is ridiculous because this, like the other main supporting character, there is you and your girlfriend, who is in literally every other mission with you. So it's like, all the animation's there anyway. I'm not saying they should have made it playable, but it would have made perfect sense, in the same way this would, by the sounds of it.
That's really dumb that they went and said that. But again, if they want to make a single player, nobody's going to complain about Uncharted 4. It's like, oh, Nathan Drake is only a male. You should have an option to play as a female. It's like, no, it's a single player game about a character.
Yeah, but they are telling a story that is going to, in theory, be interesting, whereas every Ubisoft game, except in Far Cry, because those games are their own little pit of shit, but every single Ubisoft game is an angry white dude, often with bad facial hair, with a either wife or sister who's in trouble, or is going to be in trouble, who they can't be with for the rest of their life, and then goes on a murderous rampage of revenge. Every single one.
As you were explaining that, in my head I was like, okay, Assassin's Creed 4, yes, he has a wife who's over in England. Yes, he goes on a murderous rampage. You're like, yeah, you just tick off the sheet.
Like fucking Ubisoft. Watch Dogs, for example.
Oh, fucking Watch Dogs.
This one's going to be your sister is... I don't know, they're going to do the other thing. It's going to be a bait and switch where it's your brother's caught in a trap of some seductress or something and the sister's got to save them. Oh, it looks like shit and everyone has a really shit accent, okay? Can we agree on that?
I played Watch Dogs a while ago, maybe a few weeks ago.
Why?
And I broke the game twice.
Yeah, of course you did. It's a piece of shit still. They never fixed it.
I shot somebody in a car, and then the car drove on its own and crashed into things for 10 minutes. I just sat there watching this car with nobody in it drive about, and then it flipped over and it drove on its roof down the street away from me.
Yep. Why not? It's basically like GTA. Open world fun. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? So, a couple of other points about this, because I could rant about Ubisoft all day. I frequently do.
Fuck Ubisoft. People shit on EA, and EA have done their best to try to get on people's good books over, say, the last year or so. I think it stopped after they realised that Battlefield 4, when it launched, was a complete mess.
It was around March when Andrew Wilson took over from John Riccatello that it really changed.
Yeah, EA, you look at EA now, they're a great company putting out great games, And then you look at Ubisoft, they probably have the most development.
They have all the developers. All of them.
They have every single developer in the world, and yet they're putting out shit games full of microtransactions every 5 seconds.
I mean, the problem is that those developers have to work on their own games, and then as well as Ubisoft's. But, either way, they have 4,000 developers, so fuck them.
Yeah, can you point out a Ubisoft game that's come out recently that wasn't full of microtransactions and was a broken mess?
Grow Home. But the Tetris game had extreme frame rate issues on the menus. I'm pretty sure that had microtransactions.
Fucking hell. You can pay to choose what block comes next, yeah.
Yeah. You pay for the rotate add-on as you rotate your blocks.
Fuck Ubisoft.
Basically,
seriously.
When they put out a good game that's legitimately good, and that I personally am interested in enough to play it because I don't give a shit about Grow Home, because it's a platformer, then I maybe say don't fuck Ubisoft.
Ubisoft are the cancer killing video games.
Jesus. I guess it's probably better than AIDS. Because AIDS implies you had to fuck them first, didn't it?
Look at what Ubisoft have done in the last year or two.
Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed Unity, really racist Irish dude who doesn't sound Irish. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But not just that, like, the stuff they've been putting out, every single one of their games is the same. Assassin's Creed, Far Cry,
The Crew.
it Drive Club? Was that The Crew?
The Crew.
They're all the same game.
You effectively had towers in The Crew, and it was satellites. You had to drive up.
They just put out the same shit every year. And it's not just Assassin's Creed anymore. It's not like, oh, this Assassin's Creed is just like the last one. It's like, no, every one of their games is the same.
I did a two-parter Bitch Fest.
And they're all broken.
Yeah, recently they have been. I did a two-parter Bitch Fest in Midweek Musings on the website about open-world game design. That was mostly Ubisoft, because they're the worst at it. Every single game is the same. They're ruining video games.
They are.
Also, they stole Brock Lesnar and put him in the game.
Yeah, you want to talk about how, quote-unquote game journalists are ruining the industry. You look at fucking Ubisoft and what they're doing. They're much worse. They're much worse than somebody on a website or a blog making you get PTSD by what they write.
I don't know, some of the shit that comes out of Jason Schreier's Twitter account about Ubisoft is... We're going to put them into PTSD anyway. Yves Guillemot's just fucking having a stroke in his office every time he tweets. That's how I found out about this trailer. I saw it and the guy said, glad we didn't publish that Ubisoft trailer we had leaked to us a week early because it looks like shit. So I was like, I need to see this. It fucking looks like shit.
Yep.
Anyway, speaking of leaks of video games that don't really look shit, Gears of War HD has been leaked yet again.
I heard that, and I read somewhere that Microsoft were bricking the consoles of the people that leaked it because they're under NDA to test it.
Yeah.
And then, websites were saying that, and then Microsoft came out and said, no, they aren't bricking them, and they don't have the ability to just brick consoles remotely. So I don't know what's happening with that, but that's
what they're doing
exciting.
Is they are bricking the live capability, so they can't play online. But they can still play offline.
Well, that's not bricking it, really. That's just disabling. The whole point of an NDA is you agree that you won't leak anything.
Yeah.
So they deserve to have their live capabilities blocked for that.
Yeah, it's VMC as well, which is a testing company. This is the danger, is they're a third-party testing service which you can apply for right now if you choose, and they will send you game code and stuff, and then you do feedback sessions and stuff, so you don't have to be at their base or anything. I could just do it from my room if I wanted.
Yeah.
Which I guess is the danger. But it looks pretty good. I don't know that we've had confirmation of frame rate or anything, but it looks really sharp.
I haven't seen anything about this other than the breaking stuff, but I'm excited. Is it 1, 2, and 3 that's going to be in it?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's hope that launches in a complete mess, like the Master Chief Collection, so they then go and put on the good Gears of War later as an apology.
I really like Judgment, but it wasn't the best one. But it was cool. It did some really cool gameplay things. It was just, from a story perspective, it was the most hacked-on thing ever.
Yeah.
But it's...
I've never played a Gears game. I think I played Gears 1 with my brother.
That's the worst. I haven't finished that game. I can't get past the last boss.
I'll buy this game. I'll buy this trilogy and play them.
I will. We'll have something to play on the Xbox.
I have things to play on the Xbox.
It's because you own the shit version of the consoles. I know I'm genuinely excited for Gears, but I wish they'd just make a Gears 4 instead, to be honest. And have it written by Count Travis again, because Gears 3 was the best. ESO console, you know the Elder Scrolls Online. It was said that they were going to require a key for the console edition, which would be a first, I think.
What do you mean a key?
Where you'd put a key like it was a PC game, so you could install it with a disc, but to play you need your serial key. But they have later gone back and said this isn't true, so I don't know what's happening with that.
What happens when you download the game from the store?
You'll probably just get a key pop-up, won't you? I don't know.
What's the point? I guess that's to stop them reselling the game.
Yeah.
When they realise how shit it is.
I know. That's probably why they needed to do it. But no, they've gone back on it now. I originally had it as my notes, and then since then they've retracted it. But I don't know if they've reversed it or it was just a mistake. I'm trying to pull up an article to confirm one way or the other, but I can't find it. But I guess it's weird. If that's something they could have done, then that's a surefire way to kill the used game industry, isn't it? Other news. Destiny might be delayed. I still don't think they've confirmed this one way or the other. I'm talking about
the House of Wolves DLC.
Yeah, there was they rolled out a patch. It's 2 point something. It was a big one, and they were meant to roll it out. Then they delayed it, and then they rolled it out, and now I think it's fucked. They found something in the testing, So this could delay the House of Wolves DLC.
Oh, well.
But Deej, the community dude, is putting out a statement every day, so I haven't checked it in a couple of days. By statement, I mean an update, which is normally come back tomorrow for more information. I'll have a look. Other news. Nintendo and Square Enix are scheduled for the exact same time on E3 day. Which is...
Great. I also saw that Sony are like 2:30 in the morning our time.
Well, they were last year, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
It was horrendous. So
there was nothing good announced last year. It was mainly, movies and comic books?
There was a 10-minute segment of Powers, the comic book series, which has been re-upped for another season.
Awesome. Can't wait to hear about it. This is E3.
I'm not convinced it came out in Europe, and it probably did, but I don't know. Actually, I thought the conference was pretty good because you had No Man's Sky in there. That Uncharted shit. I don't know if you saw the Bones trailer they put out. They've got 500 quote-unquote bones in Nathan Drake's face. So the animation is insane. Looks awesome. Meant to be 1080p 60, but we'll see.
I'm pretty sure humans don't have 500 bones in their faces.
It's just they're just basically taking a ton of ears, because ears have all those tiny bones. That's the most fucked up figure. That's basically like Parasite, isn't it? 1,000 ears on someone's face.
Don't talk about Parasite.
Parasite is awesome, right? There was one episode where, and I didn't know if they would address this or not, because I knew I would if I was directing it myself, where the guy's gone for a piss, and the parasite is on his hand, because it's stuck in his hand, and the parasite just suddenly starts trying to ejaculate him in the middle of the boys' toilets. It's hilarious.
Jesus.
It's hilarious. You need to watch that shit.
No.
Miggy is the thing's name. It's really good, actually. I need to go and watch more. I watched 3 episodes. Division. The Division. The game that might sell me on Ubisoft again, but I doubt it, is slated for 2016 now.
Fuck that. I remember being excited for that when I first saw it, and now I'm like, oh wait, Ubisoft's making this. It's going to be fucking awful.
In that podcast that we never released, early on site, in which we declared Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons to be Game of the Year of 2013, and you and Patrick declared that The Division was your most anticipated game, I could have killed you. I could have done.
Well, look at what came out last year. Can you name anything that's great? I mean, I think The Division was scheduled for 2014, wasn't it?
Last year, it was announced, wasn't it? I don't think they gave it a date, necessarily.
Yeah, but you look at stuff that came out last year and nothing really exciting. Then you look at this year and it's like fucking Metal Gear.
Last year had all sorts of exciting shit. Let me pull up our Game of the Year list so I can check. Had great games like Assassin's Creed Unity.
Fuck that game.
Bayonetta 2, which we never would have anticipated because you fucking never played Bayonetta 1. Dragon Age Inquisition. I played some of it. I played all the boss fights, which is arguably the best bit. Titanfall. The new Call of Duty.
That's a good one.
The Last of Us Remastered, which was never going to be an anticipated game anyway because it was already out. There was something else. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I was fucking making the fight for Sunset Overdrive, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
I would have been wrong too, but still.
Oh, also Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah.
That came out last year. That was a good game.
You are right, though, about this year's anticipated list looks far nicer, except The Legend of Zelda's been delayed. Bastards.
What a shame.
Bastards. News. Quiet Boob Doll. I have that written down.
Oh, are we really going to talk about this?
We should talk about the lack of a squishy Raiden doll. I don't know if there's anything else to say about it.
Yeah. Like, I understand people's anger and why they're upset at this. That, there's this doll with squishy boobs. But it's Metal Gear. Everybody's over-sexualized in Metal Gear.
Yeah.
In Metal Gear Solid 2, Raiden is tied up naked and getting tortured, and then he does naked cartwheels down a hallway.
The president touches his dick.
Yeah, it's not just like... It's not just the women that are over-sexualized in Metal Gear, it's the men as well.
That's fucking great.
But
that's what that game is.
People never point that out, though, is the problem.
Yeah.
Feminists never point that out, I'm just going to say it.
It's not just that, though. I think, some amount of people is... The games are bigger now than, ever they were before, so when you get that E3 press conference and there's just, Boob City on the Microsoft stage, when they introduce Quiet for the first time, I could see why that would look bad if you're not familiar with the series already.
I guess, yeah.
It looked pretty negative to me, and I wasn't familiar with them, but I also don't care. So, whatever. It wasn't an issue for me, but not knowing the series as I do now, it's pretty weird. And then when you realize everybody's just like naked anyway, basically.
Well, that's the problem. That's you just pointed out is that fans of the series just know about it anyway, so they don't care.
Yeah.
There are people who simply don't care about it, so they don't make a fuss over it either. And then you have the people that are offended by it, and then they just stir up a fuss about it. Like, the other two groups just don't make a fuss about it or talk about it because they just either don't care or understand.
Or it's what that is. Like, it's like anime, isn't it? Anime's meant to be like sexy-ass anime characters because that's what anime is. That's just how it's presented.
Yeah.
It's like Superman fucking wearing spandex and his underwear on the outside. You wouldn't question that now, but it's the same thing, only a dude with his underwear on the outside, which is fucked up. It's fucked up. Nintendo Reggie. I'll leave this one to you.
Oh, yes. Nintendo put out a video on YouTube about them getting ready for E3, where Reggie is amazing, and it made me realize why I love Nintendo of America, that do crazy and dumb shit, while Nintendo of Japan just stir shit up and be bad.
Yeah, they just pump out really good video games that we give acclaim to every year. Well, some of them. And then they make the Mario series, which is fucking whatever.
Yeah, but this video is essentially amazing. Reggie decides that he wants to train for... What was it, the Nintendo...
Grand Championships, or... I can't remember.
Yeah, they're bringing it back after, 25 years.
Yeah.
And so he's there training, eating bananas to train for Donkey Kong, and he's playing the Virtual Boy, and he's there knocking shit off the desk, and he's going, these games are great!
He's fucking on his hands and knees in this, closet, hammering on this dance mat. This fucking just random Japanese dude walks in. I'm sure he's someone important, but I don't know him. And just, the way the camera pictures it, I thought, it looked like Reggie was jacking off in the closet. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Fucking Bill Trinnan's in there as well. Fuck Bill Trinan.
He gets fucking fired. Spoilers.
He does. He stole everybody's waifu.
It's fucking really good video. You need to watch it. When I watched it, it was only 200,000 views, so underserved. Everyone needs to go find it.
Mm.
And then my last piece of news is the Koji Igarashi, I hope I said that right, Kickstarter for Bloodstained, really long subtitle. What's it called?
Is this the Castlevania remake?
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, yeah. I wouldn't have normally cared because I don't like giving too much air to Kickstarters. But this got funded in about 40 minutes, I think. It's now over it's $2,230,000 at the moment, which is over 400% of its goal.
Do people really want a new Castlevania though? The whole ukulele thing I can understand because people like bad playing third person, adventure games like Banjo-Kazooie. So I can understand why people would want this, but Castlevania? People want a new Castlevania game in 2015? Get the fuck out of your basements and,
I agree with you, but this is in the world where there's 4 Metroidvanias on Steam every day. So, you know how it is.
But that genre of games died a long time ago.
I think Steam would argue that it's still alive, but I agree, I don't give a shit about it. But did you see, well, you wouldn't have seen, the trailer that he put out, the video, the pitch video?
No, because I don't care about it.
It is the best. You need to watch it. It's not even, who gives a shit about the game genre? It's this fucking Asian dude in this really empty castle, drinking wine, throwing goblets around, fucking turning into bats. It's so weird, but it's so cool.
That sounds very Japanese.
It is. It really is.
I'm not shitting on the genre. I can understand why people would want to play it. I'm just shitting on Castlevania. It's that died a long time ago, so why are you bringing it back?
But did you ever play any of Lords of Shadow? I have the first
one.
No,
because I don't give a shit about it.
It's fucking terrible. It's like God of War, but with a fucking chain cross, which is really cool, but not inspiring.
Even at the time, Castlevania played like shit, and it was shit, and people said it was shit.
It's just like
and
the
now
Resident
people
Evil thing.
no, it's great. Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 is the best game ever, but you can't play it because it plays like shit. Basically.
Yeah, I do. It's the whole nostalgia thing. I don't understand why. No, I understand why people want to play these games again, but it's a waste of money.
Is this because you went back to Battlefront and realised I was right, and that those games never played good?
No, but that's another example where, you go back and play these games that people say are a cult classic, and you've got nostalgia for, and they're just really shit. But at the time you're young, and every single game out there plays exactly the same.
Yeah.
So you think it's good.
I think I always knew Battlefront played like shit though on the PS2 because the entire game was you strafing and trying to arc bullets really slowly.
Yeah.
So that's not good shooter gameplay, but I take your point.
Yeah. This Castlevania thing's bummed me out. It's like, why couldn't that money go to charity instead?
I don't know. I would rather you give it to charity and it's just going to go in like some rich dude's coffers because, charities are all fake anyway. I would much rather see a crazy Japanese dude who drinks wine in a gothic castle, take my $2 million.
I guess, but whatever. It's like the whole Mighty Number 9 thing. I didn't understand that either. Why do people want a new Mega Man game?
I don't know. That's a weird one because there was that whole Dark Mega Man thing going around, wasn't there? Which I was more interested. I'd never played a Mega Man game in my life. I guess that entire era of gaming that's just never touched me.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Old games, they're mostly bad.
They are, yeah.
Except when...
And I can admit that. I can go back and play games I used to play as a kid and go, yeah, this is really bad. But at the time, I thought it was great.
Yeah. I still think Onimusha Warlords is the best video game ever made. Better than Resident Evil, even though it's like the same game with the pre-rendered fucking walls, fixed camera angles. It's even made by Capcom, but fuck you all. It's so much better. They should make a new Onimusha. I would pledge all my money towards a new Onimusha. So I kind of get it. I think. But also, yeah, fuck Castlevania. Fuck platformers.
Yep.
Fuck Ubisoft.
Yep, fuck Ubisoft. That's the moral of this story.
I blame Ubisoft for the death of the platformer. They had Child of Light, they had fucking Valiant Hearts, which I'm convinced people only liked because it was like a sad story about a dog in World War One. And yeah,
why are you blaming Ubisoft for the death of platformers? You don't like platformers.
I know, but maybe if better people made them, i.e. not Ubisoft. Did you fucking see Chronicles? Frame rate issues, people falling through the floor, in a fucking 2D side-scroller.
That's pretty bad. There are graduates coming out of university that make 2D side-scrollers for programming that do better jobs than Ubisoft.
I have Unity installed. I could fucking make a frog fire fireballs better than they do. Be a sick-ass frog. I don't know why I have 4 game engines installed, but there you go.
You should probably clear it up and then uninstall ESO as well.
Yeah, regain about 2 terabytes of my 2 terabyte drive.
Yeah.
I cleared out 70 gigs of video files from my trash can the other day.
Wow.
Which is a really nice feeling. Also a really nice feeling. We're at the end of a podcast. Do you have any final words?
Fuck Ubisoft.
I agree. Where can people find you if they want to find you on social networks, i.e. Twitter?
Did we do this last week? I don't remember.
This is called shilling. It's important. This is why I'm now head of marketing.
I know, but I'm pretty sure we didn't do this on the last podcast. I'm pretty sure we did it on the one before, though.
You probably cut it out. You were probably mid-rant about SJWs and had to cut it out.
Yeah, probably.
Are you going to tell me your fucking Twitter handle or what?
Twitter.com/Zealot1123 because some asshole out there has Matthew Kershaw and he hasn't used his account in 4 years.
You're not spiteful at all.
Fuck him. Fuck Ubisoft.
Fuck Ubisoft stealing the Matthew Kershaw account. My name is Carl Schumann and I'll see you next week.
Wait, where can they find you?
At carlschumann.com. www.carlschumann.com. Never look back.
Okay, great.
Never forget, fuck Ubisoft.